I posted a video on this channel a few months ago where I talked about how I retired 6 years ago. The second that I started making $3,000 a month, I felt retired. And I rode that retirement for a long time. And that's what I want to discuss in this video. When is enough enough? When can you actually retire? And I also wanted to talk about the concept of retirement. Who am I? I'm Alex Berman. I've been retired. I consider myself retired for the last 6-7 years. Now, that doesn't mean I don't work. Some weeks I'm putting in 14-hour days on my laptop, on my phone. I'm working hard. We've got all these SaaS startups. But why do I consider myself retired then if I'm working so much? Well, it's because my needs, my financial needs, are low enough to be met by passive income that's coming in. I know every single month I'll make the minimum that I need to survive, which for me is about $3,500 a month, USD. And it allows me to live whatever life I want to live. You know, I've got a car. Well, I used to have a car. I sold my car, but I had a car for a while. I was able to live in, any apartment I wanted. I actually rented a nice house for a bit. It was 2,000 square feet, a little bit, maybe 2,400 square feet. And it was, too much house. I didn't need that much house. But it allows you to do anything. You can do most things. If you can live comfortably in the United States off of $3,500 a month, then you could live comfortably anywhere in the world off of $3,500 a month. So if you can hit that level of income, possibly off of 1 to 2 consulting clients, honestly, or one really good one with a great deal negotiated in terms of you getting results-based compensation, then you're retired. You're good. Now, what do you do with that retirement? Because my mind has maybe changed since the last time I talked about this. I think the best way to use that retirement is to make bigger and riskier plays. So for instance, if you're comfortable making $3,000 a month, now you have the confidence to do whatever you want with the rest of that time. So you can play even bigger. When the Taplio team came to me, it was called Influent Leaders at the time, and it was clone of Tweet Hunter, which was another business of theirs, and they were trying to automate it and optimize it for LinkedIn. And I wanted to be a part first of Tweet Hunter. So I reached out to Thibaut and I was like, hey, you open to a partnership on this business? And he said, I don't think we can give any part of Tweet Hunter away. And then me, Thibaut, Tom, and Robert were all talking about the business, about LinkedIn. And they were like, hey, what about this though? Influent Leaders. And it was there that we made the risky move of going into business with them with no insight into when that would ever be paid back. When I decided to sign up on Taplio, which we then, bought the domain, we figured out what the name should even be and started building this SaaS software to become the ultimate super fun LinkedIn management tool that would both grow your LinkedIn and make you money on LinkedIn. Check it out at taplio.com. When we decided to set out on this thing, I and Robert also a similar financial position, and Thibaut and Tom all in a similar financial position of not needing any money from this thing in the short term. We all could take that risk. Nobody on the team needs a salary. If we get to 30,000 monthly recurring revenue, we can put all of that into growing the business and trying to make it into 60,000 recurring revenue the next month. And then put all of that into the business. Like, nobody needs the money. And that is the best use of your retirement. If you can live off $3,500 a month, or $3,000 a month, or, in some countries you could live comfortably off of $1,200 or $2,000 a month. If you can do that fully passively, or even semi-passively, then you can afford to take the big risks, because it only takes one of these big bets to pay off before you are real retired. Massive multi-million dollar cash stacks, or whatever you want to do with your retirement. Although I would argue the next step from there, and now I'm moving into theory mode, but the next step from there, once you have millions of dollars after your businesses sell, or, tens of millions of dollars, is to continue growing, continue moving up the ladder if you want, right? If I have $10 million in cash, what am I going to do? Look at it? No. What am I going to do? Spend it on a crazy vacation? No. You're going to invest that ideally into something insane that's going to drive a return. Maybe it's YOLOing it all into some crypto. I hope that's not what it is. Most likely it's going to be doing more of what's worked. So for instance, let's say we sell Taplio or IPO Taplio or however Taplio ends up, then we're sitting on a fat stack of cash. I'm going to use that to build a team and most likely go for another business. And the problem is, what I've already run into is as you get more success, you don't even need money. We put no money down into Taplio. Like maybe I put in like $700 for marketing just randomly out of my pocket. You know, whenever we need something on my team side, I just kind of pay for it because who really cares? But these deals start happening and they start costing no money. And that's when real profit and real retirement starts happening. You make deals that cost you nothing to get into. Then you use those deals to generate massive amounts of revenue for you and your team. Then you use that revenue to grow more, get more revenue for the team, et cetera, until money just becomes meaningless and you end up just having to do random stuff, right? And then at that point, you can hang out with your family or whatever, I guess. I don't know. Probably continue making more money. Like expansion packs are released on video games. I actually don't know what the end game is, except to continually grind until I die, possibly at an inconvenient time for literally everyone in my life. That's my end goal. That's my end goal there. So what is retirement then? I would say retirement is just as big of a waste of time as what I just said. So what is retirement? Is retirement sitting on a beach somewhere for 12 years until you die? Well, you can sit on a beach for 12 years right now, you know, and maybe work 30 minutes a day. What's the difference between working 30 minutes a day and working 0 minutes a day? I would say not very much different. You know, most of the day still there, 23 and a half hours still there. Even working 2 hours a day, 22 hours a day, still there for you to be retired right this second. So I would stop looking at retirement as the end goal. And if you really want to convince yourself that what I'm saying is true, leave your phone somewhere, turn it off, delete your Gmail app, and just go somewhere for like a weekend and see how bored you are at the end of that weekend. I know I used to try to do this pretty consistently. I would delete the Gmail app because I'd be checking it. And all that would lead to is I would obsess about how big the numbers would be on Monday, you know, because we'd do something crazy on Friday. Then I would delete the Gmail app, delete all notifications. Then I'd come in on Monday and I'd be severely disappointed. Maybe there was some kind of error that happened on Saturday morning and the things didn't get through. Or maybe there was like, you know, it was underperforming, and if I was just there on Saturday to tweak one thing, we would have succeeded. So it's a game. Life's a game, but you got to play the game. If I had $3,000 a month, then I would feel good enough to work on bigger things, and then that scales all the way up. So like as we make $10,000 a month, then we can get even bigger things. As we make $25,000 a month, then we can make even bigger things. Last time I got a $25,000 bonus, I put the entire thing in Ethereum just for the lulz. You know, the last time I got a $12,000 bonus, I put the whole thing into Solana. Just to laugh, you know. Then I got, you know, 8K. We put it all in NFTs that I think are all at zero right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, money is just money, dude. And I know some people on my team hear that and they're like, oh, "Come on, dude, I could do so much with that." And guess what? Maybe I need to change my mindset around that. But for me, it's just a game. You know, as long as you can provide a roof over your head, as long as you can kind of live and do whatever you want, then anything additional should be spent on crazy, risky bets. Because my net worth has been increasing from doing these crazy bets. Like I can tell you, oh, we put 8K into NFTs and they went to zero. But for every 8K into NFTs that went into zero, there's a 70K on Lead Shark that's going to turn into millions of dollars, right? So the same mindset that gets me into making the risky bets that don't pay off is the same mindset that gets me to make the bets that do pay off. So you could play it safe and achieve nothing, or you could play it a little wilder and achieve everything. And I'll take the second one every day of the week. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smash that like button to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.